Do you find yourself lashing out on kids and being out of control? Many parents are stuck in screaming patterns. But when does yelling become a problem? What needs healing? And what are some steps you can start to start healing reactive cycles? If you're stuck in the cycle where you lose control, shout at your child, and then you end up riddled with horrible guilt. You feel stuck. Your anger might be justified because you repeat yourself many times, you get no reaction from your child until you lose it. But sometimes these interactions become painful when your anger and rage are so intense that your child starts crying and becomes inconsolable. These are not the memories you want to create for your child and yourself. You feel like the most horrible person in the world. Now, I don't want to make you feel bad. I want to bring some awareness in the situation because I was there, trust me. I am a reformed yeller. My 11-year-old son has a better mother than my 26-year-old daughter. That's what I like to say. I was always triggered with my daughter. With my son, I do not normally yell. But if I do, it's different kind of yelling. It's yelling that gets his attention and results. And most importantly, I am not emotionally involved when I yell at my son. It was totally different with my daughter. I was all in. I became all emotion, all reaction, and this is very traumatizing for your child and re-traumatizing for yourself when we get emotionally involved. Look, it's okay to lose your temper once in a while. It can be justified. Children need corrections. It's life. But if you're doing it consistently in the situation with kids, and most importantly, you feel internally, emotionally overwhelmed and strongly triggered, then you need to look into starting to heal those reactions. Look into these reactions. This emotional overwhelm that happens in you is not about them. It's not about what they are doing. Pay attention if it's a pattern and your child gets screamed at a lot. Pay attention to the intensity of screaming, and what happens to you internally is very important. Your emotional involvement when you yell, that's what's important. If you feel raging and hating and you put all your emotional and non-verbal communication into this screaming, then it's dangerous and needs to stop. You need to heal it. You need to identify the pattern and what needs healing in a way. You can analyze some of those reactions in retrospect. Do not do it in the heat of the situation. Let the reactive cycle pass. After the cycle, think what exactly happens on the outside, but most importantly, inside. You can seek help from a therapist or counselor. Break the cycle of stress that you create for yourself and for your child. It is possible. I have done that. You are the responsible adult. But what is this kind of responsibility I'm talking about? I am talking about the inner responsibility. We take care of our own wounded parts and vulnerable parts. It's those parts that get triggered and react and cause you fall into reactive, hurtful and harmful pattern. Your job is really take responsibility for those vulnerable parts. Make peace and give attention and healing to those parts. That's inner type of responsibility. When you strongly react to emotional triggers, we blend with those emotions and those parts of us. We become anger, rage, and irritation, and this is what hurts. It's like we are working out our traumas on children. I have done it a lot, but please remember, it's not all of you that is reacting. It's those parts of you that are reacting. The fact that you can't control them is because they're purely unconscious, and this is the way for them to get your attention in the first place. This might be old patterns of stress, unhelpful, harmful beliefs and thought patterns that once were used for your survival. You are a good person, and you have unhealed parts. Those parts need love, attention, compassion from you. Internally, you need to be seen, accepted as a true caretaker, someone who can be in control, someone who loves and accepts all parts of yourself. Then you're free to heal. Instead of looking outwardly, perpetuating emotionally triggered patterns, you can turn your eyes inside. It's much more effective. And who can help you with that? The first person is you. Your power of self-reflection and attention. Your power to accept, truly accept that you are a good person in your core and you can heal anything within that needs healing. You have resourcefulness and the wealth of knowledge and experience to heal. Even if this resourcefulness and knowledge is not yet clear to you, you can seek help, counseling, or therapy. Depending on your preference, you can work with a talking therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, trauma therapy. Hypnotherapy works directly with unconscious origin of your reactions and takes care of that. Best of luck, and I'm here to remind you that you is powerful, you is resourceful, and you is beautiful. If you would like to connect, check out my website, send me a message. Bye.